Today is the D-Day. Today is the official deadline day. 11 p.m. today, the deadline, the transfer window officially shuts down. And obviously, we have seen in the last 48 hours a lot of movement from every club in the Premier League, most especially my club Chelsea, who has been we have a lot of outgoings. We just have outgoings and no inputs. We haven't signed any player. We have been shipping out loads of players from Carney Chukwuemeka, loan being agreed with an option to buy to Borussia Dortmund, to Chilwell, having his medical at Crystal Palace as of when I'm making this video. He's going on loan there typically, and what I call an absolute shocker, which was Rashford going to Aston Villa. When I saw him in that Aston Villa JC, like that shit looked like AI. But yeah, it's happening, and I think we'll talk about a few other things. Disasi as well, his low move being blocked, Joao Felix, and all other things I could not remember. But yeah, welcome back to the channel. This is Papi Knows Football. Make sure you like the video. It goes a very, very long way to telling the algorithm that we are doing something right here. And at the end of the video, you like what I'm doing here, I want to see more of me, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. You get me? So now let's get into it with the latest, which is Ben Chilwell. Obviously, yesterday Fabrizio said that agreement confirmed between Crystal Palace and Chelsea for Ben Chilwell on loan until June. And he furthermore said this morning that Ben Chilwell is set for medical tests at Crystal Palace to join the club on loan. Crystal Palace have approved all documents. So at this point, it is done. You get me? At this point, it is done. I think by the end of today, Ben Chilwell will be a Crystal Palace player. I don't know if that's a pat on the shoulder for taking Trevor Chalobah off them. You get me? But Ben Chilwell obviously has been on the bench for the last 6 months. He haven't played. I think he only came in as a sub for Chelsea in the Carabao Cup match, but since then he hasn't had he hasn't been featured. He had no appearance. So I think he's very, very good, and it's obviously with the World Cup coming and Thomas Tuchel, which is the England new coach, and we all know he likes Ben Chilwell. I think this is one step closer for him to get his World Cup dreams up. And obviously, like I said, Ben Chilwell is not a bad player. He's just a collateral damage. It's just a damage of the system. When in every situation, even in countries, when you put some new systems or when systems come on, it displaces some people, which is very, very normal. And Ben Chilwell is just a collateral damage to Enzo Maresca's system. He doesn't suit, or he doesn't have the qualities required to be Enzo Maresca's fullback. Now let's move on. So AC Milan. Obviously, Chelsea, we are not interested in loaning Joao Felix to any club because should I say replacement? They want to sell him only for a permanent move. But AC Milan has been really been pushing. According to Sky Italia, AC Milan are still working on the incoming transfer and are trying to find agreement with Chelsea for Joao Felix. The player already giving green light to the eventual transfer to Milan. There is confidence at the moment. Now this is madness, because with the amount of players we have shipped out, even Cesare Casadei, the amount of players we have shipped out in our midfield, and our midfield, like I said, we need bodies there, and we are shipping out players. That is very, very crazy. Now Joao Felix has given green light to AC Milan for this transfer. Now, will you blame him? He came to a club and he's been given bare minutes in the Conference League and barely even start for us in the Premier League. But Enzo Maresca, that bull-headed demon, obviously, I like him and I'm still backing him. But that doesn't mean I won't cook him. If he does something I don't like or something I don't agree with, I'm going to question it. I'm going to challenge it. And I feel like the way Joao Felix was treated was not good. And there are talks that Joao Felix, he doesn't want Joao Felix at Chelsea. He never really wanted him. But Joao Felix is a PRS signing. We only signed Joao Felix because we wanted to sell Gallagher, which is madness. And that is when I get into these directors, like the stupid business they have been doing in this club. You signed Joao Felix 6 months ago. 6 months ago, you are selling him. That's exactly the situation of most players you sign. With Donato, don't even talk about that speed merchant, but like he plays. But Drewsby Hall came in 6 months ago. He already wants out. Renato Vega came in 6 months ago, he already wants out. This club is toxic at this point. Joao Felix came in 6 months ago, he already wants out. The coach says, yeah, he rotate the team and blah blah blah, but like there's no rotating. Joao Felix is a player I think we should not let go. You get me? Moraska should try and find a way to play him, give him more opportunities. Obviously, Christopher Nkunku is not going, which the one I would really want him to go, because obviously at this point he doesn't want to be at this club. He's distracted and he's thinking of other things. Maybe when the transfer window ends, he kind of returns. Now let's go into Carney Chukwuemeka, a player that looks like almost that he wasn't going to leave, because yesterday Chelsea came in with a briefing that they trust Carney Chukwuemeka's as a player. They don't want to sell him with an obligation to buy, blah blah blah. And guess what? Yesterday night, Borussia Dortmund has agreed a loan deal with Chelsea for Carney Chukwuemeka, loan plus option to buy clause included for value higher than 40 million release clause. Salary covered until June, and the loan fee is also included. That is madness. For a player you claim so much that you trust and you want him to develop and blah blah blah, why are you including an option to buy? Everything about this club is business. Everything is business. We don't even care about result again. Our directors and our stupid owners and our stupid directors, they are about waiting for the transfer window to open so we can make some business. Stock market settings. That's all they care about. Making profit in transfer. If you don't win trophy, fine. If you win, fine. They just want profit from transfers, and they forget that when you go to Champions League, you equally make more money. You make more money. Champions League makes more money for you, not just the amount you generate from revenue and tickets, the amount you are going to get from sponsors. Because when you play in the Champions League and when you play in the Conference League, how much sponsors are willing to pay is different, and they forget that part too. And they forget that if you go to Champions League, you can attract loads of players. A lot of players will find Chelsea as a club attractive. And forget about that. And that is why I think they are stupid. They claim to be businessmen, but they are stupid. I'm telling you, bro. Now let's move on. Anselmino came in, like, obviously. I think with this one I agree, because Anselmino, I think, doesn't speak English. Like, he needs time to adapt. And French league is the best league for him to adapt. So, according to reports that Marseille has started talks to sign Chelsea defender Anselmino on loan. BBC has been told that sources close to the situation that the 19-year-old is exploring his option for temporary move before the deadline. Now, to get out this whole thing is fucked up, because we have just one loan spot, international loan spot remaining, because we recall David Dastro Fofana. His loan deal was terminated at Greece. Was it Greece? I think that is in Greece or Turkish league. I don't know the league anymore. But his loan move was terminated. So obviously he'll be coming back to Chelsea. So it looks like maybe Aram Anselmino or Joao Felix, one of them will be going on a loan. Two of them will not go because we only have one spot remaining. So we have to see that before the deadline day, and we have to know whether Joao Felix will be included in Chelsea's squad to play tonight. Now, the player, this is a different news from Chelsea, is Marcus Rashford. Well, during the weekends, reports that Marcus Rashford is being linked to Aston Villa sparked up because Aston Villa sold Duran, and they were in for Matthias Stale, who obviously didn't want to leave Bayern Munich, and in for other players. They already signed Asensio. Bro, Aston Villa is pushing way above their level. They already signed Marcus Asensio there before the January window started. They signed what's this guy, Malon from they signed Malon from Dortmund. Yeah, from Dortmund. But Fabrizio has said Marcus Rashford to Aston Villa. Here we go. Agreement in place, loan deal with over 70% salary covered by Villa. Buy option worth 40 million included in the contract, with potential 3.5 years deal to follow. Medical book today. Now, I think Marcus Rashford is going to go to Aston Villa and ball out, and I'll see Manchester United fans giving it to Amorim. Like, like this is how it's going to happen. We saw Anthony played his first match at Ribetis last night. Guess what? Man of the match performance. Manchester United is a graveyard for talent. And that is why when it comes to Alejandro Garnacho coming to Chelsea, I was like, I've seen players leave Man U and do well, and Man U is not the best environment to judge players. You get me? Anthony, the last match, Ribetes, go check it. Man of the match performance. First match. He never had man of the match with Man U. Man of the match performance. You get me? Ribetes, I think he scored a goal. Yeah, he scored a goal equally. So, all good luck to Marcus Rashford. Now let's get back to Chelsea. Tottenham agreed a loan deal with Chelsea for Axel Disasi, no option clause and loan fee included. Disasi not accepting Spurs bid as already agreed terms with Aston Villa. Chelsea have no intention to negotiate with Villa as UCL sport competitor. Yeah, Champions League is one of the reasons why Disasi wants to go to Tottenham, because he wants to go and play Champions League. And I don't even know why our directors is hugging him and blocking his move. See, throw away Disasi to anywhere. I don't fucking care. I just don't want to see him in that club. There are talks that, yeah, we don't have defenders and there might be no incoming for Chelsea if this happens and blah blah blah. But we'll just have to see what happens with the way Axel Disasi thing. He should go to Tottenham. That thing, he had a plays match. You get me? Like the amount of players that have rejected Tottenham this period, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. So Cesare Casadei, this is a player I think Chelsea will regret selling though. But according to Fabrizio, official, Cesare Casadei joins Torino on permanent deal from Chelsea, 50 million package, 15% sell-on clause from Italian midfielder who is back in Serie A. All documents completed, deal done by Epic Sports Italy, here with Francisco Fecchetti. Oh my god, I can't pronounce that. Next to Torino director, Cesare Casadei, he's gone. And this is why the amount of outgoings we are having this Lawrence Sweat and Paul Stanley. Now, where is the incomings? Like, bro, a team, we lack quality, and what are we doing? We are selling. Where is the incoming? Where is the midfielder? Now, I want to see before deadline. I want to see, like, I don't know how possible that is. Obviously, I wasn't expecting us to do any serious business this January, though. But I thought we needed the European spot, and it was very, very important to us. We are not ready. See, Chelsea is not ready to play in the Champions League. I'm telling you, no player serious with his career will come to Chelsea at this period, because this club is confused. This club is confused. I'm telling you, I swear, this club is confused. They don't even know what they are doing. You need players and you are selling players. We have to see how these whole things work out at the end of the season. We have to see how this thing work out at the end of the season. But if Chelsea doesn't get Champions League football, I think those two directors need to be sacked. They need to be sacked. They need to be sacked. I'm watching them. Like I said, we'll talk. I already unleashed my anger. Like I made a video about them already, but we'll talk. Come ending of the season, we are going to talk about those directors. Paul Winstanley, we'll talk about those frauds, because they are frauds. You get me? So that's all for now. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. It will be.